Let me ask you a question.
You've already asked this question.
I have never asked you this question, Bushy. I promise you that.
Maybe.
Nope, never even. I don't think I've ever asked this question ever on stream. So, while they do make moderate changes to all professional sports, they are reliantly the same, though, since they've been overall. To whereas video game purposes, because there is a money, they have to do revamps and retools to try to bring something new and fresh instead of trying to perfect what they have. So in my humble opinion, multiplayer has become not multiplayer. I mean, it's still multiplayer. But like Team Deathmatch, it was simple yet elegant with the pick 10 was the best. And now it's like the lobbies aren't the same. That's the big kick for me. So my whole point is how can you say it's better now when you're just playing against yourself every time?
Yeah, that's true.
What does that mean? Playing against yourself?
You're playing against your own skill every time. That's the best thing about when we all play together because of the difference in KDs. That's why it's so much better when Putin play, because we get a more variety KDs. We get sweats, but we also get not sweats, so we get to have a little bit of fun.
I see what he's saying. It's the fucking
skill base and overcomplicating it have ruined it, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but as you move up in KD with the skill base, they cannot move up with you. So like, what I'm saying is, when I'm playing hardcore, y'all cut out.
No, I'm listening. Not even
sorry.
Man.
When I play hardcore, and I have a game where I drop 94 kills, right? 72 kills, whatever it is. The next match won't drop that many. I'll drop 50, 60, right? Match after that, 35, 45. You see what I'm saying? And then so I've noticed that. Right. But
Texans, sorry.
the problem with it is, though, is again, I don't find that that's deterrent. Like, it's like the goal is to hold that point, right, to maintain that. And I feel like that's just, I don't know. To me, I like the competitive nature of what that is.
League play, that's not public play. There's a difference.
What?
Public play should just be open to whoever. It should just be regional, if anything. And then you just funnel in who's available to play, not fucking somebody of similar stature. It should just be whoever's available to play. You might get lucky and you might get a fucking team of kids. You might get a team of sweats. It's just random. It's as it should be. As it always was for a long time. But then you had people complaining that they're getting on and they're getting the shit beat out of them because there is a learning curve. There was a learning. But like now, if you play like shit,
I think it's just...
like, look, man, I've sat next to Putin and watched him play a solo before, bro, and I'm like foaming at the mouth watching him play it. Like, dead ass, I'm foaming at the mouth. Like, oh my god, I could fucking make 20 fucking clips and drop 30 kills in this fucking lobby. Dead ass. And it's like, but it's Boots 0.25 KD. The fucking lobby averages out.
I don't know, man. I enjoy the fucking, like, it is more of a competitive
and that's
than what it was before. Like, the shit about Black Ops and like Black Ops 2 that used to kill me is how motherfuckers would get so into it that they could find the maximum exploitation points of every damn map. I'm not saying that you don't have them in this, but like, that's why I like the hardcore nature of what it is now. I like that fast pace.
That's the hardcore balance to the multiplayer that you think is just fair.
I don't know, like, I was playing regular multiplayer earlier, and that's where I got inquisitive, as I was like, this Eradicator gun that I'm fucking with. I was like, alright, let me play with him.
Miles just brought up a point, real. People with a 2.0 KD or higher shouldn't play with people lower than a 2 KD. I disagree with that.
How are you gonna get better then?
Well, no, I just think they should just play with whomever is available at that next given moment. That's what these servers were created to do, is just create lobbies. Now, when it comes to Resurgence and Warzone, it should be changed every lobby. You shouldn't be playing against the same people in a battle royal. But for multiplayer, the lobby should stay. And they should only, like, if somebody leaves, then somebody new gets put in like the old ways. But now they put you in a new lobby every single game because of skill-based matchmaking. It's changed a lot of the shit. And it's not to say that multiplayer isn't enjoyable, because it is enjoyable. I do say I enjoy it, but it kind of pisses me off at the same time because of how great I used to think it was. Bro, I love Black Ops 2, dude. I fucking almost fucking double fucking Master Prestiged in that bitch. Like insanely love Black Ops 2. Like, that's...
But I feel like it's a little disingenuous to say that it should be enjoyable for everybody to jump into a server that is open to every skill base. I mean, like, because that's, I mean, I'll be real, man. Like, when I first started playing video games, I didn't have that shit as a kid. Like, we had this conversation before I started playing when I got with Catherine, well over the age of 21. And, like, I was getting my fucking ass waxed, and so I didn't play multiplayer at all online. I played zombies only. Like, that was almost it. And then I started playing Battlefield, and Battlefield, because of the scale, because of how big the teams were, those wide open servers in Battlefield 4, like, it had that more genuine, realistic feel to it. Like, it felt like it was more balanced in that sense. But then again, like, I think there's a place for skill-based matchmaking, and it's in certain scenarios, right? Like, in hardcore, yeah, for sure. I think skill-based matchmaking should definitely be a thing in hardcore. Like, I don't think that, you know, people that are masterful with, you know, quick fire, running gun, you know, being able to use a shotgun and a fucking pistol or a knife and a fucking shotgun and decimate a whole damn map should be running with these kids that have a .45 KD. Like, it's redundant, and realistically is going to chase your players away. They're not going to want to play. Like,
well,
they're
the
going
whole
to
point
keep on
used to
coming
be
back.
that if you didn't like that after the match, you left the lobby and you got into a new lobby, and that person's lobby did stay the same if they stayed in it, and then new people came in. That was the old way. You just got out and tried a new lobby. And to that point, though, is, man, I got lucky. So when me and my little brother Mark, fresh off of me being on drugs and off of methadone, clean and everything like that, playing a lot of video games, doing good and stuff like that, me and my brother did not have internet. We got fucking Black Ops 2 when it came out, and we literally fucking 1v1'd for like 2 weeks straight until we got internet fucking for our fucking Xbox. And it made us both really good. So when multiplayer, when we got on multiplayer, it was, at first, it was a fucking learning curve. Best believe that. It was a learning curve, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun learning and getting better and rewarding. You know what I mean? There were deterrents, but there's always deterrents, and that's what makes it fun and rewarding too. So, on that note, boys, we're going to end that real quick. And yeah, I did